Hi great people, you are welcome back to Physique Fashion House Studio. Today we will be learning how to make the palazzo part of that our crop top that we made the other time. We'll be making use of this light duchet fabric of about 1.5 years. We are good to go. We need a piece of invisible zipper, short one, for this project. That's all, and your thread of course. So let's get started. I'll be using pattern for this project because the fabric we are making use of is very, his drawing, it won't be stable. So let's just draw it on the pattern, then we transfer it to our fabric. And this is the pattern I'm having here with me. I'll be working with waist 27, hip 39 inches, then time of 23 inches, then our trouser length is going to be 45 inches. And I want you to note that the palazzo trouser we are making is going to be high waist. It's high waist, so that is why we are having our hip in this region. First of all, I mark half an inch. And I rule it down. So I have here, the length I'm having here is 45 inches. The camera will not be able to catch everything. So this is the waistline. This line is my starting point. The half inch you are seeing up here is my joining allowance. And my hip, from that waistline, I have my hip line on 10 inches. Under normal circumstances, my hip line from the waist is supposed to be 8 inches. But because this particular project is high waist, so that is why 2 inches is added. Even after the 2 inches has been added, we'll still add our band. So we have our crotch line on 12 inches. So just take note that 2 inches has been added up for both a hip and the crotch. So this is the way it's supposed to be. Our crotch line supposed to be 10 inches, hip supposed to be 8 inches, but 2 inches has been added up here. So that is it. And here we have our trouser length. It's 45 inches, so I won't be able to measure it, but it's 45 inches. So let's move on. So the next thing we have to do is we get our hip measurement. 39 divided by 4 give us 9 3/4. So we measure 9 3/4 here on the crotch line. 9 3/4. The same thing is measured on the hip line. 9 3/4. Then on the waist line, the same 9 3/4 is measured. Then we connect it. Yes. So the next thing we have to do is let's first of all divide this crotch line. This 9 3/4 we are having here, we divide it by 4. It gives us something close to 2.5. So we had the 2.5 here. 2.5. Hope you understand. This 9 3/4 we have here, we divide it by 4. So whatever it gives you, you add it from this line. You had it, so it gives us a 2.5. Remains more to reach 2.5. So you had it. That is it. So then this will enable you to get your crotch curve, just like this. Yes. So the next thing is to move to the waist. The waist measurement we are working with is 27. You divide it by 4. It gives us 6 3/4. So on this waist region, from this side, you measure your 6.75. You measure it to this side. You measure it from the crotch region to the side. 6.35. Here we have it. We mark it this way. So if your trouser is going to be the one that we have dart, all you need to do is just to add your dart of 1 inch this way. But for this one, we are not adding darts to this one, so let it be just like that. So all we need to do is to connect. We connect from this waist region to the hip line this way, just the way you see me holding placing my cuff. So then we move to the down part. So what we need to do now, because this is the palazzo trouser, all we need to do is just to measure what we are having in the crotch region here. We have 12 quarter. So this 12 quarter, we just repeat it at the down part of our trouser, at the hem of our trouser. Then we connect it with straight ruler. So let me just first get it somewhere here. 12 quarter. 12 quarter here as well. The 1.5 inches you are seeing here is my hem allowance. 1.5. I'll just connect it straight like that. This is very simple. This palazzo trouser is very simple to make. I connect it straight. Yes, so the next thing we'll do is just to add a seam allowance of 1/2 inch all round. By both sides. 1/2 inch seam allowance is already here at the waist region. So here we add our 1/2 inch. We had our 1/2 inch. Then the remaining 1/2 inch is already there for the rest of the length. So this is it. This is the front pattern. So the next thing we do is to shape the. We want to shape the front part. So here we just step down with 1 inch. Let me use 3/4. You are good to use either 1 inch or 3/4. So I just prefer using 0.75. So that is it. You shape it here, then you repeat your seam allowance of 1/2 inch. So this is what we are going to cut out. So that is it for the front cut. So 1.5 as my hem allowance. You can use 2 inches. 1 to 2 inches is okay for your hem. This is it. Then I come by my hip to the waist region. This is it. So I will not cut out this front shaping. I will not cut it out now. Until after we have draft out our back cut. But this is the front pattern. Front cut of a palazzo trouser. So let's move straight to the back cuts. Now I've gone to attach the front pattern to the fresh paper to cut out our back pattern. You can see up here I leave in like 2 inches, just leaving like 1 to 2 inches. So this line you are seeing here is going to be my starting point. For this hip and crotch region, what you do is that you step out diagonally with 2.5 from these points. You can see the way I place my tape diagonally. You mark it 2.5. Here on the crotch line, you step down with half an inch. So on this line, you step out with 2 inches. Mind you, the joining allowance has been added, so we don't need that for the back again. This seam allowance is still on point, so everything you need to add, just add from that joining allowance. So I mark 2 inches, but step down with half an inch. As you step down with half an inch, your joining allowance has already been added as well. So instead of us to be stepping down here with half an inch, then add our joining allowance again. So you just step down from this joining allowance with half an inch. So and then you just connect it with straight ruler. You come to this upper region. You step inward with from the before your joining allowance is 1 inch. You need to step inward with, but plus the joining allowance, you just step in with 1.5. So from there you step up with 1 inch. So the essence of this is that for the back, your trouser is an inch higher. For the front is an inch lower. So that's just the scenario that happened there. So this 1 inch you step up with, now we are going to connect it to this 2.5 you step out with, then it will be connected to this point. So let's use our French cuff to do that. Just do it this way. Yes, that's it. Then you join, you measure what you are having here, everything you are having on this plus seam allowance, everything we are having like a 7 3/4. So that 7 3/4, you return it here. From this point you measure 7 3/4. Here we have it. Then you connect it. Yes. Then you place your cuff. From here you connect to hip region. Yeah, this is the back cut. So for both front and back, I'm not adding any dart. You can choose to add that to your back cut, no problem. But for this project, I'm not adding any dart. So before I cut out then we connect this. For this side, you can just add a 1.5. Let me just add 1 inch. I think I'm okay with 1 inch. You come to your knee length. Your knee length will be around the 22 inches, 20 to 22 inches. So just step out with 1 inch. You add 1 inch there, then add 1 inch at the down parts, at the hem line. That is the tip of your trouser. Then you connect it. Yes. So I'll just remove the front pattern now. Then we cut out the back. I'm sorry, my camera went off while I was cutting the back. So all I did was that I cut through those line, those mark where it was drawn. I cut through it. So this is the joining allowance. The hem allowance for the tip of the trouser. So all I will do now is just to go and attach this to my fabric. Then I cut it out. So as you are folding your back fabric, let it be on fold. Then you place your pattern on it. All the necessary seam allowance has been added. Just place it on it, pin it down, and cut it out. And I don't want to forget telling you that this is the invisible zipper we'll be using, the short one, and it will be attached to the left side of our trouser. So let me go and cut out the fabric. I've gone ahead to cut out my fabric. Some fold. So I'll just remove the pin. This is the front cut. This is the right side. Front cut. Let me just put something for identification. Front. F for front. So this is the back cut. B for back. This is the back now. I place it this way. Place my front on it. This palazzo trouser, our palazzo trouser doesn't have a pocket. So you just place let front face front of front and the back. Pick one front, one back. Then let the right side face the right side. So you want to go and join it together. So firstly, you are going to join the side with the half an inch. Our half an inch joining allowance. You join it by the side. You do the same thing to this side. So join the side together. You can see this is the reason why we didn't draw on the fabric direct. The fabric is very soft. So you join it by the side with your half an inch. Thereafter, you overlock the down parts. The hem, the tip of your trouser. Overlock it and fold your 1.5 inches in before you join the crotch side with the 1/2 inch. Yeah, I've gone ahead to join the front and back together. One front, one back is joined together. I overlock it. This is the side that the zipper will be fixed. I left like 7 inches, like 7.5 inches, because the zipper will be fixed after the band has been attached to it. So, and this is the down part, the tip of the trouser. I overlock it and use the gum to, gum it down. So I will still stitch it here, so that because this hem gum is not that reliable, so I will stitch it here, and the trouser will be joined by this side. So the next thing I will just go and do now is to go and join my trouser by the crotch region, that side of the crotch. I'll go and join it with my 1/2 inch. The same thing will be done to the second one. This is the second side. The second side was joined up to the waist level. I'll go and join this side by the crotch region. I will join it with my 1/2 inch. Thereafter, the crotch will be joined together. The crotch of both legs will be joined together this way. After this side has been joined together, let me go and do that. I've gone ahead to join the inseam together. This is the inseam, it's been joined together. Then I come to the crotch region, then I join it from here, from the front up to the all through to the back with our 1/2 inch. This is the palazzo trouser, is already taking shape. So the next thing is for me to go and join my band of like 1.5 height. You can do 1 inch, you can do 2 inches. For this project, I will be doing 1.5 height band. And to cut my band, I will cut it separately. I'll cut the front separately and cut the back separately. I will lose this side a bit to join it. I will join the back. So the reason why I want to do it like that is that if you notice that our under bust circumference, it used to be a little bit smaller than the main waist. So the owner of this work, the owner of this palazzo, her under bust circumference is 26, while waist circumference is 27. So if I cut it out, if I cut my band out separately, I'll be able to, to shape it by the side to achieve the 26 inches of under bust circumference. So having done that, there another reason why I want to cut my band separately is that, we step downward for the front cut waist. We step downward by 0.75. So I will still achieve that in my band. So that is why I want to cut it separately. So I will go and do that. After joining my band, I will join my side zipper, and our palazzo trouser will be ready. Let me go and do that so that you see the end result of this project. This is the front band. You can see how it goes. This is the back band. I will have shown you how I cut it out, but for the sake of the time, I don't want this video to be too long. So this is the lining for the front band, and this is the lining for the back band. So I will go and fix it now. Come and show you how it looks like. Yes, our palazzo trouser is ready. I've gone ahead to join the band. I've attached my band to the trouser. If you have your business name tag, just tag it to the lining part of the back at the center. Just stitch it down. Then thereafter, stitch down this place, or just tack it down so that the lining will not be opening this way. So do the same thing to the center front. Tack it down. I've already tacked down the side. This is our zipper by the left side. This high waist palazzo trouser is good for those that want to wear their crop top and they still want to look decent, because it's going to be under your bust. The band will be under your bust, so it's not revealing. So that is it. I'm sure you have really enjoyed this video, and share this video with your friends and family. Like this video. Your liking this video goes a long way. Like it, drop your comments on the comment section, and if you are yet to subscribe, do well to subscribe today. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you in my next video.